Well, good morning. I had my alarm set for 5 and I changed it to 5:15 because it was cold and dark and I didn't want to get up, but I'm up now. I've got my coffee, getting ready to pack everything up and hit the trail again. Last night I burned through one of my two 10,000 milliamp hour charging blocks, so I've only got one left, which gives me about 4 more days on the trail before I run out of power. So hopefully I will get back to civilization by then. But today I am hiking 14-ish miles towards 𝐒𝐻𝐫 Chalet. I won't be there tonight. I'll get there tomorrow and be able to stop in and then go into Desolation Wilderness, where I definitely won't have service for a couple of days. So I'm a little anxious about that, but hopefully it will all work out and I will not find myself completely disconnected from the world or from power, even though that's what you're out here for. It's kind of a balancing act, I guess, to stay in touch with friends and family, make the trail arrangements that you need, reach out to trail angels, things like that. It's kind of hard to do that without a phone. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. We have a crisis. I just noticed this morning as I was packing up my pack, and it's a little hole actually in the fabric. I've got some tenacious tape. I can patch it from the inside tonight, but man, that's a bummer. All right, well, other than that crisis with my backpack, my little tent site's all packed up. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna hit the trail. All right, I'm walking 6:15 in the morning. This is a site that makes thru hikers very happy. All right, quick stop at Big Meadow Trailhead, and I am continuing on. I'm kind of torn between stopping short of Echo Summit or maybe going all the way there today and then getting a ride to a campground where I can wash up and charge up and that sort of thing. Starting out pretty bouldery. All right, I believe this is Big Meadow. Looks like a great place for bears to hide. But I'm gonna head on in, assuming I'm going through it. Isn't that pretty? Wow. I get a few minutes of flat, and then I believe that I'm heading up that way. Good little stop for water here. It's interesting how different these rocks are than the smooth rocks that I camped nearby. All right, this is Mountain Lake. You can see there's some campsites here. It's not a bad place to camp. Probably a pretty sweet place to camp. I'm gonna sit here and soak in the view for a little bit while I have a second breakfast and then hike on. My breakfast menu is a fig bar. They're pretty hearty, and so I tried to eat one just back when I stopped after I crossed the road, and then figured I can eat the other half. They come in 2 halves like this right now, and hopefully I'll be well nourished for the next few miles. This one might require wet feet. Let's see. There you go. I kept hoping the trail would pop me out at a view, but instead I've had about a mile of meadows, which is lovely, although a little buggy. And it seemed like this would be a good place just to stop and rest for a few minutes. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit, have a snack, and then be on my way again. It is a meadow morning. I've lost track of how many I've walked here. I think 5 or maybe 6. I'm not sure. They're beautiful though. Well, this is an exciting little milestone, and I forgot it was going to come up today, but I am now on the PCT, which is pretty exciting since I only got to do 80 miles when I thought I was going to do a through hike a couple years ago. Today, or this week, I'll get to knock out another 50 or so where the PCT is concurrent with the Tahoe Rim Trail. That is a lovely little cabin back there in the middle of another big meadow. And I'm having a good time this morning. It is starting to get hot. The sun is baking a little bit. And with all the rain yesterday, it's a little humid, but I think it's going to be a wonderful day. Pretty little pond down there. Pretty good dragonfly. It's hard to keep up with it. So I just said goodbye to Patricia here at Showers Lake. I stopped and had a nice long break, had some lunch while she set up her tent site. And she is staying because she's slow rolling it to meet a friend in a couple days. And I have got to get back on my schedule. So I'm gonna go almost to Echo Chalet today, Benwood Meadows, I guess. Or right before that actually, because I hear there's some bear activity that I'd like to avoid. But yeah, so I'm hiking on another 6.5 miles today, and then I'll be done. Just a little critter up there, but he doesn't want to see me. I'll walk a little closer to see what happens. He's not going to be happy when I go walk around his tree, but it's right on the trail, so I don't have a choice. I'm not sure exactly what he is. Hey, little guy, what are you? This little spot is amazing. You can look all the way up there where there's still snow. Picture it melting down the hill. And then carrying on down the creek behind me, all the way to Lake Tahoe. Pretty awesome. I just stopped here in this rushing creek and wet my sun shirt to cool me off. It's breezy after lunchtime, early afternoon, but it is also really hot in the sun. So trying to just keep my hat on and stay as cool as I can. Wildflowers here, almost as tall as I am. I see some hikers off in the distance. Gives me an idea of which way I'm going. But yeah, it's easy to get lost in these 6-foot-high bushes, I guess. It's kind of like walking through a tunnel, fantasy tunnel. I will name this one the Orange Meadow. One thing that's nice about this trail is it's really well marked. Here it shows that Echo Summit is only 6 miles away, and I could get there today, but then I would need to go on to Desolation or into South Lake Tahoe to spend the night and then hike in the morning. So I'm just gonna camp a little ways outside of Echo and then only have 2 or 3 miles to do first thing in the morning. Their little shop opens at 9, so I get to sleep in, and I'll do my resupply and then head on into Desolation Wilderness, which should be pretty exciting. This giant boulder has a very determined little tree on the top. Well, I just landed for the night. My feet are sore, my back is sore, I'm tired. But I stopped a mile short because the campsite that I was going to stay at, there's been some recent bear activity that sounded kind of unpleasant, and I didn't want to go through that. So I am going to stay here, and I want to show you my view because it's pretty amazing. That, if you look off in the distance, is Lake Tahoe, and you can see it from my tent. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting things set up inside my tent, and then I'm going to make some dinner and probably hit the hay really early tonight. I think it's only like 4:30, but like I said, I'm tired, and I get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow because the shop at Echo Chalet doesn't open till 9 o'clock, and I've only got 3 miles to go. So if I get out of here by, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'll be just fine. And then I'm going to do my resupply and head on into Desolation Wilderness.